Hey, Steelers Nation! The Black and Gold are in the middle of a crucial offseason, trying to improve and get back to being true Super Bowl contenders. The quarterback position is the biggest question mark, and today, we're breaking down the best and worst options for Pittsburgh in 2025. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest Steelers updates. All right, let's get into it. The Steelers' 2025 quarterback puzzle. We all know that quarterback play was one of the biggest issues in 2024. The Steelers had some moments of promise, but ultimately couldn't get it done when it mattered most. That means the front office has a decision to make. Who will be under center when the 2025 season kicks off? There are a few options on the table. Bringing back Justin Fields, going after a veteran like Matthew Stafford, taking a gamble on a rookie quarterback, or looking elsewhere for a veteran free agent. So let's rank these options from best to worst and see what makes the most sense for Pittsburgh moving forward. 1. Justin Fields. The smartest move? At the top of the list, we have Justin Fields. Now, before you come at me in the comments, hear me out. Fields isn't the best quarterback available, but he might be the best fit for the Steelers. First, he's young. At just 26 years old, Fields still has room to grow. Second, he's cheap. His projected contract is around $6.5 million per year, which is a bargain for a starting QB. We saw flashes of his potential last season, especially with his ability to extend plays with his legs. If the Steelers commit to giving him a full season as the starter, they'll get a real answer on whether or not he can be the guy for the future. If he plays well, Pittsburgh can build around him. If he doesn't, well, the Steelers will likely have a high draft pick in 2026 and can reset at the position. Either way, Fields is a smart, low-risk, high-reward option. 2. Matthew Stafford, the win-now option. Next up, we have Matthew Stafford. If Pittsburgh is in win-now mode, this is the guy they need to go after. Yes, Stafford is older. He'll be 37 when the season starts, but he proved in 2024 that he can still play at an elite level. The Rams were just 13 yards away from the NFC Championship game, and that was with an injury-riddled offense. The big question is, would the Rams trade him? There haven't been any strong indications that LA will move Stafford, but if they do, Pittsburgh has to be interested. The downside? He wouldn't be a long-term solution, and the Steelers would likely have to give up draft capital to get him. If Pittsburgh is all in on trying to win in 2025, Stafford is the best veteran option. But if they're thinking about the future, Fields still makes more sense. 3. Drafting a rookie quarterback, the gamble. This is where things get interesting. The Steelers could roll the dice on a rookie quarterback in the second or third round of the NFL draft. Names like Jackson Dart or Will Howard could be available on day 2. And if Pittsburgh isn't confident in Fields, they might take a swing on one of these guys. Would the Steelers win a lot of games with a rookie QB? Probably not. But if they're thinking long-term, this could be a move that accelerates their rebuild. If Fields struggles early in 2025 and they have a rookie waiting in the wings, Pittsburgh could transition to the young QB and start building for the future. Not the best short-term option, but definitely something to consider. Signing another veteran quarterback, the worst move. This is where things could go very wrong for the Steelers. Bringing in someone like Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, or another aging veteran just doesn't make sense. We saw last season that Wilson simply doesn't have it anymore. He struggled in Pittsburgh, and there's no reason to bring him back at his price tag. Rodgers? He's 41 years old, coming off injuries, and brings a ton of drama. Do we really want to deal with the media circus that comes with him? Deshaun Elliott even joked that Rodgers should be sent to a retirement home. The reality is, outside of Stafford, there's no veteran quarterback worth bringing in. If Pittsburgh isn't going to make a move for Stafford, they should roll with Fields or take a chance on a rookie. As we head into the 2025 season, the Steelers find themselves at a crossroads when it comes to the quarterback position. The team brought in both Russell Wilson and Justin Fields in 2024, hoping that one of them could be the answer under center. While both had their moments, financial constraints and long-term planning make it difficult for Pittsburgh to retain both quarterbacks. Justin Fields appears to be the front-runner to return. With a projected contract of just $6.4 million, Fields presents a cost-effective solution with potential upside. On the other hand, Russell Wilson's contract could balloon to nearly $40 million, which makes it difficult to justify keeping him, especially considering his declining performance. But what if the Steelers decided to take a different route? What if they turned to the 2025 NFL Draft to find their quarterback of the future? That's where the name Jackson Dart enters the conversation. One of the most intriguing quarterback prospects in this year's draft is Ole Miss QB Jackson Dart. Initially flying under the radar, Dart's stock has risen significantly, making him an intriguing option for teams searching for a young quarterback to develop. However, according to ESPN's draft expert Mel Kiper Jr., the Steelers may not be as interested in Dart as some reports suggest. On ESPN's Unsportsmanlike podcast, Kiper had this to say about the possibility of Pittsburgh drafting Dart. Why would the Steelers take a quarterback when they have Justin Fields, who they want to lock in? I believe, and I'm saying that because I don't know any inside information. I gotta believe you move forward with Justin Fields. You don't draft a quarterback, Jackson Dart, that needs a little time coming out of that Ole Miss offense. They have other needs. Kiper's comments align with what many fans have been thinking. If the Steelers already have a young, athletic quarterback in Fields, why take a risk on another developmental player when there are more pressing roster needs? As the draft approaches, the Steelers' front office must decide how to balance immediate needs versus long-term stability at the quarterback position. If they stick with Fields, they can use their draft capital to address other areas like the offensive line, secondary, or even adding another playmaker to the offense. On the other hand, drafting Dart would signal a willingness to start over at the quarterback position, something that might not sit well with the fan base given the uncertainty surrounding rookie quarterbacks. And let's not forget, we've been down this road before. If the Steelers select Jackson Dart in the 2025 NFL Draft, they run the risk of making the same mistake they did with Kenny Pickett in 2022. While Pickett showed promise, the Steelers ultimately decided to move on after just 2 seasons. Taking another unproven quarterback in the first round could set the franchise back rather than push it forward. Fields may not be the perfect solution, but at just 26 years old, he still has plenty of untapped potential. If the Steelers commit to Fields and give him a full season to prove himself, they can truly evaluate whether he is the long-term answer before making another drastic quarterback decision. All right, Steelers Nation, now it's time for you to sound off. If I had to rank Pittsburgh's QB options from best to worst, it would look like this. Justin Fields, cheap, young, potential upside Matthew Stafford, win-now option but expensive, and short-term rookie QB. Good for the future, bad for 2025. Any other veteran, a disaster waiting to happen. So what do you think? Should Pittsburgh give Fields a full season to prove himself? Should they go all in on Stafford? Or should they take a gamble on a rookie? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on Steelers news. Thanks for watching, and as always, here we go, Steelers.